Hi folks, it's time for a redstone tutorial, and today we'll be looking at making a one-wide tileable flush redstone lamp button panel. Now, that sounds really complicated, but let me break it down for you. A redstone lamp button panel is a series of buttons that you can press, which light up when they're activated, and don't light up when they are not, just like so. So in this example, I have a mob grinder, a sugarcane farm, and an automatic chicken cooker. And depending on what I want activated at the time, maybe I want to turn things off to reduce lag, I can use this button panel to access them all from here. Tileable means the redstone contraption can be repeatedly placed next to each other, like tiles on a bathroom wall. Flush means it can be built into a flat surface, it doesn't have any parts that stick out like so. Hopefully, one wide is pretty self-explanatory, it means that the creation is one block wide. Speaking of dimensions, there is another redstone lamp button panel used by famous redstoner Mumbo Jumbo, and the footprint for his design, including buttons, stands at a 5x4 footprint, or 20 blocks. The design I'm showing you has a footprint of 8x3, or 24 blocks, so it's got a slightly larger footprint, but it's still pretty compact, and unlike Mumbo's, this one is completely flush with the wall. You can see this one has a little bit of indent. If that's for you, that's fine, but this one also only works on Java Edition. You can see that if I press this button, it does not deactivate, whereas in Java, the observer would send out a one-tick pulse, and this sticky piston would extend and leave the redstone block there and deactivate it. But because we're on Bedrock, you cannot deactivate it, whereas mine does work on Bedrock Edition. And so without further ado, let's jump into it. So, the ingredient list is shown on screen, and you will need one button, one redstone lamp, 2 redstone dust, 2 repeaters, 1 comparator, 1 sticky piston, 1 observer, 1 dispenser, 1 water bucket, a minimum of 9 blocks of your choice, and 1 stair block of your choice. Once you have those, you need to choose a wall to start with, and I've made one already, and you will want to replace the wall at eye level with a redstone lamp, like so. Place a button on it, and from there, please place a sticky piston behind, facing outwards. Once you've done that, you need to put the observer facing the wall so that the red dot is sticking outwards, and then you will need to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks at floor level. Once you've done this, you need to place a repeater, 2 dust, and a comparator. Then you need to place a block facing the comparator, and this is where you need your stair block. The stair block is important because how this works is the comparator will be taking an output signal from our dispenser, which we need to place above the stone stair. So I will do that now. And inside there, we'll place our water bucket. Now, water buckets are not stackable, whereas empty buckets are stackable, and so they give different output signals to the comparator. You can see here that the non-stackable water bucket is outputting a signal of 2, whereas if I quickly activated it, now it is an empty bucket and it is only giving an output signal of 1. I'm not sure how well you can see that, but you can see that the water is flooding out. You can see that it's flooding out of the side of the stair, but not from underneath. And not from the back of the stair. So the reason we're using stairs is actually, if you're going to make it tileable, you'll probably actually want to put your stair block like that, and we're going to have to surround it with blocks. Not from behind though, but you will need this block here, that is important. And if you're making it tileable, the only difference is that you'd probably place this stair block at a facing the side, whereas all of these ones will be facing forwards. And you can see now, if I just update the block so that it's not doing any funny business, there you go. It is actually staying inside of this stair block because the bottom and back edges are all covered. So there you have that. Once you have your water bucket inside your dispenser, you will want to place a block on top of it, followed by another block. You will need a repeater there, and that is the entire design done. So if I remove this bit of wall here, you can see when you press the button, it will activate the sticky piston, extend the observer, which will then give a 1-tick output pulse to this repeater, which powers this block and powers this dispenser firing it. The water bucket will then change into a stackable item, reducing the power of this dust to a power of 1, turning off this redstone repeater, and therefore depowering this block and depowering this redstone lamp. So that's all going to happen pretty quickly, but let's see it in action. So I press that, there we go, that's everything done. And then if I press it again, the dispenser with the empty bucket will suck up the water, and then this redstone lamp will turn on. So here you can see that I've repeated the design another 4 times, so we have 5. And then I'm just going to finish up by placing one last stair block there, and now you can see that that design is done. If I go around to the front, I actually need to place some more redstone lamps, so let us quickly do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then if we place our buttons, we can turn them all off in whatever order we like, and they should turn off quickly. Now, when you are activating the button panel, you can see that this button powers this redstone lamp, which powers the 2 beside. That is absolutely fine. That's just how it turns on, and the nature of this contraption, but it still works perfectly fine, and you can see that these 2 lamps have turned off. And so if I keep pressing different ones, you can see that it works. It's quick and it is effective. Now, if you want to make an output for all of these, because that's the point of the button panel, is to be able to control different machines to turn them on and off, you would need to put your output in this red line here, or underneath this block, or as this block. So let me give you a demonstration. If I grab a redstone block and a sticky piston, if I put one here, ooh, wrong one, there we go. Sticky piston, fantastic, and maybe one there and one there. Fantastic. So you can see that this rightmost one is active, this leftmost one is also active, and this middle one is inactive. And so if we have a look at the button panels, that is indeed correct. Now, we because this is a tileable design, we can also put our outputs. Let me just make a quick trench here, there and there, and put some blocks there. Fantastic. So this is how I would do it, but you can also put any other kind of outputs you want. Normally I just use pistons, but it's completely up to you. And so now you can see that the second one from the right will activate if I turn this on, and again the same with that leftmost one. And if we turn on the middle, there we go, there's the middle one. And so I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care. See you.